guys!
It's Jenna,
Tara, and Jordan.
and today we're teaching you how to set up a tent.
So yeah, these are the tents we're using for camping. So let's get started. This is the bag that your tent will come in. Inside this bag is the footprint, which is the large gray square. This protects the bottom of the tent from any rips and tears. The next thing in the bag is the fly. This protects the outside of your tent. Then there is the tent itself. In the smallest red bag, there are pegs. Pegs are used to keep your tent in the ground. We didn't use pegs because we were on wood floor, but you will need these. And in the slightly larger red bag, there are poles.
Alright guys, step one, you're going to want to lay out your footprint flat on the ground, so the footprint's going to be your base to protect your tent bottom from getting wrecked.
Alright, so now the next step is to grab the tent itself, and you're going to want to lay it flat on top of the footprint and make sure that one door is facing the front and another door is facing the back. Okay, so then you're going to want to go ahead and grab the big bag of poles that you have. There will be a set of gray and red poles, and there will be a set of smaller red poles. You're going to want to put the set of smaller red poles to the side. Then go ahead and connect all of your gray poles together and all of your red poles together. They will be connected in the center, and you'll see why in just a second. Okay, so now you're going to want to go ahead and twist your poles so that they look like this. So once your poles are twisted, you're going to want to put them on your tent. So one pole goes in each corner, and the gray ones go in the front and the red ones go in the back. The way you can tell this is that there's small buckles in all of the corners. The black goes with the gray and the red goes with the red. It's pretty simple. Make sure that you put the poles in the right spot. And also, there will be a buckle and a small metal circle. You're going to want to put the poles through the small metal circle, or else it can be unsafe.
So as you can see, we have the pole through the tent itself, which is this strap, and then underneath we have the footprint. We're going to want to put the pole through that one as well.
Okay, so now that your tent looks like this, and it looks like some fancy frame contraption, you're going to want to take the buckles on the side, which they're going to start doing, and you're going to start buckling it up so the tent starts to make its shape. So they're going to do that.
Okay, so now for the straps that you're hooking onto the poles, it's gray for gray and red for red. Okay, so now you're going to want to grab the smaller set of red poles that you set aside earlier. You're going to want to assemble them and then put them over top of the poles that are already on your tent. This is very important to keep the structure. Then you will notice that there are two other circles at the front and the back doors of your tent. You're going to want to go ahead and put that pole through those holes. Now Tara and I are grabbing the fly. To make sure that the fly is put on properly, make sure that the MSR logo is easily read. That means that it's not backwards, because if it's backwards, then you've put it on the wrong way.
Make sure that the doors on the fly line up with the doors on the tent so that you are not trapped.
Okay, so once your fly is over your tent, you're just going to line up the right places. So make sure that the zipper is lined up with the zippers on the doors the right way, and also make sure that the lines on top of the fly are corresponding to the direction of the poles.
But once you are lined up, you're going to want to buckle your fly in on buckles that are down here. And yeah, there's buckles here, and you're going to want to take the buckle to the fly and buckle it to this one. Don't worry about this one too much because that's for the footprint, not the fly. And then you're going to want to tighten it so that this is brought towards the ground and not towards the, it's not raising up off the ground. You just want to pull down and pull on this strap so that you've can tighten the strain. Obviously it needs to be tightened because it's not on the ground. So you're gonna wanna tighten it as much as you can, which is difficult because it's got a lot of strain from pulling on every side.
Tighten it as much as possible.
Yeah. And then on the inside of these, there's also Velcro.
Okay, so now you're going to want to go inside your fly, and you will find a small piece of Velcro. It'll be circular like this. You may need to use a flashlight, but basically you're just going to want to fasten that around the pole. And make sure to do this on all 4 corners. Velcroed around your pole, it should look just like this.
All right, congratulations guys. If you made it to this step without confusion, you've completed your tent and it should look like this. Never forget that if you have confusion, Miss Easton's always down to help you. And I hope we helped you with your tent setting up 101.
So make sure to check with Miss Easton that your tent is set up properly.
Yeah. All right.
Have fun camping!